This piece is inspired by the frequent appearance of the serpent in the cards as of late. Reading from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, as the serpent appeared yet again yesterday, the essence, the serpent, is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her tired old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. The invitation of this serpent is the power of the Kundalini is stirring within your chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery. Shed the old skin that you have been so attached to, and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience of your life. Your passion and sexuality are awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of Serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful, original manifestation. When you shed the past gracefully, life will not strip it away with great drama. Indeed, that is something you want to avoid. Do not use your energies to seduce others or allow yourself to be seduced, even by your own ideas. 222 on the timer. This also brings me to the concept of the original 13-month zodiac calendar, typically referred to as a sidereal or sidereal zodiac system that includes the constellation Ophiuchus, often proposed as a 13th zodiac sign. Unlike the tropical zodiac used in Western astrology, which divides the ecliptic into 12 equal 30-degree segments, the sidereal zodiac aligns with the actual constellations, and Ophiuchus falls between Scorpio and Sagittarius. So, the next constellation that we would be moving into from Scorpio would not be Sagittarius at all, but Ophiuchus. I can guide you through the recreation and the understanding of this 13-month zodiac calendar, including Ophiuchus, with approximate dates and details grounded in the astronomical observations. Under the sidereal zodiac and Ophiuchus, the sidereal zodiac is based on the actual positions of constellations along the ecliptic, the sun's apparent path through the sky. Ophiuchus, the Serpent Bearer, is a constellation that the sun passes through, typically between late November and mid-December. The 12 traditional zodiacs are adjusted to reflect their true durations, and Ophiuchus is added, resulting in 13 signs with unequal durations due to the varying sizes of the constellations themselves. The approximate dates for the 13 signs, the sun's passage through each constellation, varies in length because constellations are not equal in size. Aries would fall between April 19th through May 13th and 25 days. This is the adjusted precession of 2025. Taurus, May 14th through June 19th. Gemini, June 20th through July 20th. Taurus would be for 37 days, Gemini for 31 days. Cancer, July 21st through August 9th, which is 20 days. Leo, falling between August 10th through September 15th, is 37 days. Virgo is September 16th through October 30th and is 45 days. Libra, my moon, falls between October 31st through November 22nd, which means, according to the sidereal calendar and zodiac, we are still in Libra season until the 22nd of November, preceding 23 days. Scorpio is November 23rd through November 29th and is only 7 days long. Ophiuchus is November 30th through December 17th and is 18 days. Sagittarius is December 18th through January 18th, 32 days. Capricorn is January 19th through February 15th and is 28 days. Aquarius is February 16th through March 11th and is 24 days. Pisces is March 12th through April 18th and is 38 days. Do note that these days are approximate and vary slightly due to the Earth's precession and calendar adjustments. They are based on the sun's actual position relative to the constellations, as observed in modern astronomy. A true 13-month calendar would ideally divide the year into 13 equal months, each approximately 28 days long, since 365 divided by 13 equals 28.08. This aligns with lunar cycles, about 28 days per lunation, and was historically proposed in calendars like the International Fixed Calendar. Stretching it would mean each month has 28 days, totaling 364, with an extra day, a year day, or two in a leap year, to account for the 365th and 366th day. This day could be a global holiday, not assigned to any month. You can retain traditional month names and add a new one, being Ophiuchus, or you can even create entirely new names. But why? Really, why fix something that wasn't even broken to begin with, except to throw humanity off of their square? misaligned with the Grand Reset. Since the zodiac signs have unequal durations from 7 to 45 days, aligning them directly with 28-day months requires some adjustment. One approach is to assign each zodiac sign to a month based on when the sun primarily resides in that constellation. Starting the year around the vernal equinox, between March 20th and the 21st of this year, month 1 being between March 20th and April 16th, and being in Pisces, ending April 18th as it overlaps slightly, with month 2 April 17th through May 14th. Aries being April 19th through May 13th. Then month 3 being May 15th through June 11th. Taurus being May 14th through June 29th. So on and so forth. Making Ophiuchus month 10. The real 10-10. Alright, let's not get it twisted. Now, let's continue forward. For example, month 9 could be named Scorpio-Ophiuchus to reflect the transition. To make the calendar meaningful, include the traditional traits of each zodiac sign, plus Ophiuchus. Aries representing courageous, energetic, and impulsive. Taurus representing reliable, patient, and stubborn. Gemini representing adaptable, curious, and indecisive. Cancer representing emotional, nurturing, and protective. Leo energy being confident, ambitious, and dramatic. Virgo being analytical, practical, and critical. Libra being diplomatic, charming, and indecisive. Scorpio being intense, secretive, and passionate. And Ophiuchus being wise, healing-oriented, and charismatic, often associated with medicine and knowledge, inspired by the Serpent Bearer myth. Sagittarius being adventurous, optimistic, and blunt, and Capricorn being disciplined, ambitious, and cautious. Aquarius being innovative, independent, and aloof. Pisces being compassionate, intuitive, and dreamy. Due to cultural resistance, the 12-sign tropical zodiac is deeply ingrained in Western astrology, and Ophiuchus is controversial. Be prepared to explain its inclusion as astronomically accurate. The sidereal zodiac shifts over time due to the Earth's axial precession, about 1 degree every 72 years. So the dates that I have shared are provided are for 2025. So for 2026 and onward, I would have to do the work to adjust slightly, or anyone else interested in keeping up with the actual positions sizes, and even relevances to the zodiac signs and the constellations. Walter Berg, an astronomer, brought attention in the 1990s, as well as others, highlighting Ophiuchus' place on the ecliptic. NASA's 2016 blog post on the topic caused public confusion, but it was clarifying sidereal or sidereal, depending on your pronunciation, versus tropical zodiacs. If you want a more cultural or thematic calendar, you could name months after Ophiuchus-inspired themes, like the Healer's Month, or integrate local traditions. For precise constellation boundaries, consult astronomical software like Stellarium or Sky Safari, which can show the sun's position relative to constellations if you don't want to do the work in entirety yourself. Now, let's get into this Serpent Bearer, Ophiuchus. One of the 88 modern constellations recognized by the International Astronomical Union. The name is derived from the ancient Greek Ophiuchos, meaning serpent bearer, or Ophios, also meaning serpent bearer, and is visually depicted as a large, nude man grasping a serpent, which divides the neighboring constellation, Serpens, into two parts. Serpens caput, the head, to the west, and Serpens cauda, the tail, to the east. The constellation straddles the celestial equator, primarily in the southern sky, and lies between Scorpius and Sagittarius, making it prominent from June to October in the northern hemisphere. While not part of the traditional 12-sign tropical in Western astrology, Ophiuchus crosses the ecliptic and has sparked modern debates about it as a 13th sign in sidereal systems. Its mythology, however, is deeply rooted in ancient Greek lore, with possible origins in Babylonian astronomy. The primary myth is that of Asclepius, the god of healing. The most prominent story linking to Ophiuchus to mythology centers on Asclepius, or Asclepius in Roman tradition, the Greek god of medicine and healing. Asclepius is immortalized in the stars of Ophiuchus for his extraordinary abilities, which blurred the boundaries between life and death. Asclepius was the son of Apollo, the god of prophecy, music, and the sun, and Coronis, or Arsinoe, a mortal princess. I almost said prissy. Well, I just did, so now there it is. According to legend, Apollo killed Coronis in a fit of jealousy after she was unfaithful, but he rescued their unborn child from her memorial. The infant, Asclepius, was then entrusted to Chiron, the wise centaur, represented by the constellation Centaurus, who taught him the arts of hunting, music, and most crucially, medicine. Asclepius became an unparalleled healer curing the sick and wounded with herbs, surgery, and incantations. His skills extended beyond mere restoration. He learned the secret of resurrection from a serpent. In one version, after slaying a snake, Asclepius witnessed another serpent revive it with a special herb. Using this knowledge, he began bringing the dead back to life, including mortals like Hippolytus, resurrected for Artemis, and Glaucus, son of King Minos of Crete. The power alarmed Hades, the god of the underworld, who feared Asclepius would deplete his realm of souls, upsetting the cosmic balance between life and death. Hades petitioned his brother Zeus, king of the gods, to intervene. Zeus, reluctant but convinced of the threat to divine order, struck Asclepius down with a thunderbolt. In a gesture of mercy, due to Apollo's pleas, Zeus did not consign him to the underworld, but placed him among the stars as the constellation Ophiuchus, forever holding the serpent as a symbol of his healing wisdom. Asclepius's temples became ancient healing centers where patients underwent dream incubation for diagnosis. His emblem, the rod of Asclepius, a staff with a single serpent coiled around it, remains a universal symbol of medicine today. Distinct from the caduceus, which has 2 serpents and wings associated with Hermes, aka Hermes. This narrative emphasizes themes of renewal, the ethics of defying mortality, and the serpent as a dual symbol of poison or death and antidote of healing. Alternative interpretations, Apollo and other figures. While Asclepius is the dominant association, Greek sources sometimes identify Ophiuchus with Apollo himself, the archer god who held serpents in myths like slaying the python at Delphi. Aratus, a 4th century before Christ existed Greek poet, in his Phenomena, described the constellation ambiguously, allowing for either father or son. Either way, they don't hold a candle to Zeus, according to mythology. So Apollo can take several seats. We'll stick with Ophiuchus. It sounds more creative and powerful anyways, but the ego loves power and greatness. So, when we give credo to this name, we'll just think of it more as healing wisdom instead of the egoic term of power. The constellation may trace back to Babylonian astronomy, where it was possibly linked to Ninshita, a Mesopotamian god of vegetation and the underworld, depicted as a serpent-entwined figure. This influenced later Greek depictions. Roman and later variations of mythology, Asclepius was similarly honored. Medieval and Renaissance texts, like Ptolemy's Almagest, reinforce the healer archetype. Some esoteric traditions connect Ophiuchus to Hermes Trismegistus, or alchemical rebirth. Symbolic and cultural significance. The motif. Snakes represent transformation, wisdom, and duality in many cultures. Shedding skin for renewal, venomous for danger and cure. In Ophiuchus lore, the serpent underscores healing's risky power. According to unofficial astrological traits, though not zodiacal in Western tradition, Ophiuchus is sometimes ascribed Scorpio, Sagittarius hybrid qualities, magnetic, wise, truth-seeking, with a passion for knowledge and justice. Modern astrologers like Walter Berg have popularized it as a sign for those born between November 29th through December 17th. Ophiuchus spans about 948 square degrees, the 11th largest constellation. It also hosts Barnard's star, second closest to Earth, and Kepler's supernova, number 1604. The sun passes through it from late November to mid-December. Ophiuchus' story endures as a cautionary yet inspirational tale of healing and wisdom, coming at a cost, but their legacy lights the heavens. Thank you for listening. With much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours. Brightest of blessings and agape omni love to all.